accidentally, and I say it's one of the greatest blessings we have, next to the capital of our state, we have 300 acres of land that is going to develop. The only question is not will it develop, the question is how is it going to develop, and what should Congaree Vista be?
How does a city revitalize a district and at the same time preserve its history and character? In 1982, the city of Columbia formed the Columbia Development Corporation to do just that, in the Congaree Vista.
Where many cities are centered around transportation, typically a river or harbor, the three rivers that join at Columbia are shallow, rocky, and were impassable by water until 1825. Industrial and transportation-oriented development remained in the less desirable river district. Even the prison was built in this useless area. As the cotton and textile industry's heavy investment in the riverfront area began to decline and leave, the area near the Congaree declined still further. Columbia's riverfront became an undesirable warehouse district, and many nearby residents actually began to move away.
It's hard to believe that this is just across the street from the governor's mansion of the state of South Carolina. It's sort of ironic, really, but this area, once filled with fine homes, has fallen into disrepair because of the influence of the rocky, shallow waters of the Congaree and the historic technical advances of the canal. But the times are changing.
Mayor Kirk Finley and other city leaders saw the potential in the blocks that lay between downtown and the river. The Columbia Development Corporation provided the imaginative solutions to realize that potential.
This is 18 acres, 1.5 blocks from Main Street, which is where Sydney Park used to be. We are going to have a ramp that comes around the end of this wall, sweeps around the side. It'll be designed exactly like the Congaree River. And Columbia, through Congaree Vista now, has an opportunity to develop almost 300 acres.
Sydney Park will be a big part of the evidence of the city's commitment to making the dream of Congaree Vista a tangible reality.
The Columbia Development Corporation has led the renaissance in the Vista, creating public-private partnerships, collaborations that brought $55 million to the district between 2004 and 2007.
I think if the citizens of Columbia hear our story, they'd be amazed at the success that we've had.
Dozens of Congaree Vista projects have benefited from the Columbia Development Corporation's involvement. They assist with historic preservation, target business development, and fund environmental surveys for large-scale projects.
In order to help a developer to come to town, or either homegrown developers basically like us, you've got to have somebody like a Columbia Development Corporation to make those types of things work and everybody fit together.
That was the impetus that got everything started, and if they hadn't done that, I don't know that we could have done it. I don't know that it would have worked out for us.
The Columbia Development Corporation also helps Vista businesses with day-to-day issues, finding solutions to parking, coordinating streetscape projects, and representing small business interests to the city of Columbia. 25 years ago, the Congaree Vista was a series of deserted blocks with enormous potential. Today, it's a thriving district within the city. Property values have soared, business income in the Vista has skyrocketed, and new investments in residential and mixed-use projects are happening every month. With new hotels and dozens of restaurants and bars, the Vista is the city's top entertainment district and the center of the creative and design community.
The Vista, to me, is a center of creativity, which is the most important part.
It's changed incredibly. Yes.
All for the better.
All for the best. Yeah.
In 2007, the Columbia Development Corporation and the South Columbia Development Corporation merged. The South Columbia Development Corporation has managed the vibrant and growing neighborhoods that reach from 5 Points to Hardin, Devine, Millwood, and Rosewood. These in-town neighborhoods bracket the Columbia City Center and play major roles in how downtown will define itself.
The work done by the Columbia Development Corporation and South Columbia Development Corporation encourages people because they get a chance to see a vision, they get a chance to play an active role in achieving these goals and making that vision a reality.
I do think that it's important to have a development corporation that's working with the city and it's working with the developers, et cetera, in the area so that we can guide the direction of Columbia. You can look at certain areas of town and see the hand of the development corps and see that we've got great development going on. You can have development, you can have bad development, and ours has been outstanding in Columbia, and I think we're moving in the right direction.
Building on the success of the Vista and revitalization of 5 Points is the University of South Carolina's InnoVista. This new research campus not only links the Congaree Vista to South Columbia's neighborhoods, but also links neighborhoods on both sides of the river.
The city and the Columbia Development Corporation have made a lot of progress over the last 25 years. But I think we need to focus on the challenges ahead, not rest on our laurels, know that we have issues and challenges, and roll up our sleeves and continue to work.
Imagination and innovative solutions have dramatically changed the face of our metropolitan area.
I think the quality of life in Columbia is excellent. It's a wonderful place to live and work, low cost of living. It's a beautiful area, and you've got access to so many different things here, and it's a wonderful place. So.